Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're going to take a really fascinating journey through the books of Revelation and Exodus. We are going to unpack exactly what the text says it means to be truly unique. We'll do this by looking at an absolutely incredible promise and a very specific sign of loyalty that marks the journey to a heavenly city. Okay, let's dive right in. Have you ever felt like you just kind of stand out from the crowd? Maybe you've wondered what makes you truly unique in a world that, quite frankly, constantly pressures everyone to just blend in and conform. Well, today we're going to look at a perspective from the source text that frames standing out not as a negative thing at all, but actually as the ultimate calling. It's all about forging a uniquely powerful identity through unwavering loyalty. So, Revelation chapter 14, verse 12, offers this really fascinating definition of those who successfully manage to stand out. It describes the saints, basically the ultimate unique individuals, simply as those who exhibit a powerful triad of traits. They have enduring patience, strict obedience to God's commandments, and an absolutely unshakable faith in Jesus. Section 1. Being distinct and peculiar. Now, when we hear the word peculiar today, we usually just think it means someone's a bit weird or odd, right? But the source material uses it in a much deeper way. It means being uniquely and specifically chosen by God, like a special treasure. It means you serve Him fully and wholeheartedly, taking absolutely no honor for yourself. You see, you're distinct because of your dedication, not just to be different for the sake of being different. And how is this incredible dedication actually cemented? Well, it's through a covenant. A covenant is basically the most solemn, unbreakable promise you could ever possibly make. It's a commitment to serve the Lord and Him only, permanently sealing that distinct and peculiar identity we just talked about. Moving right along to Section 2, the sign of loyalty. According to the text, God actually gave a very specific, tangible sign of this covenant. Exodus 31:16 tells us that the children of Israel were asked to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations for a perpetual covenant. This is absolutely crucial. It wasn't meant to be just some temporary arrangement or a passing tradition. No, it was designed by God as a lasting, eternal signature of the agreement. What this really means is that the seventh-day Sabbath hasn't lost even a fraction of its original meaning. It remains the ultimate, forever sign of loyalty between God and His people today. It's the active, weekly demonstration of that solemn covenant. It is literally how a distinct, peculiar people show their loyalty in real time, every single week, across all generations. And when you proudly wear this sign of the Sabbath, a really stark contrast starts to emerge. Instead of trying to navigate all those confusing worldly policies and the constant, heavy pressure to conform to the crowd, you step completely into harmony with heaven. You stand there unembarrassed, completely free from alliances with those who just don't discern God's claims. You are actively choosing heavenly harmony over worldly conformity. Which brings us to Section 3, harmony with heaven. So if we want to be a witness to this heavenly harmony, the text actually gives us a really clear action plan. It starts with being a people who genuinely love and fear God, and that is visibly demonstrated to every nation by keeping the seventh-day Sabbath holy. This whole process is fueled by an active, bold faith that Jesus is returning soon in the clouds of heaven. It's a powerful, highly active witness to the entire world. Those who actually do these things are referred to in the text as God's denominated people. Let's look a little closer at what that means. It means they are specifically named and chosen because they publicly witness to their loyalty right here on earth. They are the ones who proudly owned the crucified one as their saviors and kept His commandments. They didn't hide their allegiance, they lived it out loud for absolutely everyone to see. Let's look at the ultimate destination in Section 4, the city with no night. Just imagine a magnificent city where the curse is completely gone. This passage from Revelation 22 paints a staggering picture. The very throne of God and the Lamb are right there in it. The human servants get to serve God directly. They will actually see His face. And, this is the incredible part, they literally have His name marked on their foreheads. It's the ultimate, permanent seal of belonging and profound intimacy with the Creator. And if that wasn't mind-blowing enough, check out the environment of this city described here in verse 5. There is no night there. None. You don't even need the sun or a candle or any artificial light whatsoever, because the Lord God Himself provides all the light you will ever need. It's a beautiful realm of eternal, divine illumination. So this all culminates in this absolutely incredible ultimate reward for keeping the faith and wearing that sign of loyalty. No more curse. seeing God's face directly, actually having God's name right on your forehead, no night or need for the sun, and reigning forever and ever. This is exactly what all that patience, faith, and commandment keeping on earth has been leading up to. And here is the grand finale, found right in Revelation 22:14. It reveals that doing his commandments, living out that intense loyalty we've been talking about, grants the ultimate divine privilege, the undeniable right to the tree of life, and unhindered entrance through the gates into the heavenly city. The obedience on earth literally unlocks the gates of heaven. So when you put it all together, the text is really mapping out a profound personal journey for you. It's almost like a hero's quest. It begins with keeping the solemn covenant to serve God wholeheartedly, progresses through proudly wearing the Sabbath sign of loyalty, and finally culminating in claiming a rightful place at the tree of life. The text leaves us with this incredible open invitation to a city with no night, reserved for a special, treasured people. So the provocative question this ancient source leaves us with today is this: are you ready to boldly wear this sign of loyalty and be wonderfully, distinctly peculiar? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep learning.